Then we'll start again. Katrina, we're definitely not recording this a second time. How you doing?
I'm I'm doing great, Tank. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Hey, I really wish that first soundbite was in there because it was actually kind of funny. But maybe we'll fix it in post. But anyway,
Yes.
you're on the Tank Rodriguez show.
Oh,
I'm Tank. Did you know that?
I didn't. I appreciate you distinguishing that for me. I was
That-
kind of confused for a minute
Oh
there.
my God! All right. Hey, I'm really excited that you're here, and I'm glad that you are too. This is a little bit different from what I usually do, as you know.
Right.
But I've been wanting to do this for a while. Put up a Facebook post about. I forgot exactly what I said, but it was more so like, hey, if women would want to come on my show, which sounds really weird.
Okay, Howard Stern.
Hello, ladies. Do you want to come on my show? No, more so for I think this is going to be super beneficial to anyone who listens. Well, actually, to any male who listens to it. I wanted to do something where I get all walks of life of different type of women who are dating, not dating, married, not married, divorced, etc.
Gotcha.
And for guys to really get a better perspective, a lot more so, actually all encompassing for guys that are, in a relationship, in the same thing, not a relationship, single, married, divorced, etc. How to approach women and how to not so much deal, quote unquote, with women, but as far as be respectable. I think we're coming to this age of instant gratification to where it's more, you know what I mean? To it's like I need an answer now, more so versus like courting women, like and then being respectable, like getting to know them versus, hey, let's go out and let's hook up tonight.
Well, and I don't think that the online dating apps have exactly helped us.
Not at all.
And with our connection of social media.
Yeah.
So it's very much one of those where communication is
Yeah.
a lost art and dating is a lost art.
Very much so. And I hate dating more so
Oh,
because of what it's
gross.
become now. But I just wanted to set the groundwork or the foundation for this little series that I'm doing here.
For sure.
And I'm so happy that you were the first person that's taking this off.
I'm gonna pop the cherry.
Like, honestly, like I think that's very, very suitable for this type of show. Because we're going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about relationships. We're going to talk about sex. We'll talk about, respectably, of course.
Well, yes.
Disclaimer.
Yes. Disclaimer, and also disclaimer: anything I say is not law. This
But-
is my perspective.
And absolutely. And
And
I'm
there
glad
were
you said that.
women and men that are both going to listen to this and say that I'm crazy, and there's no way.
Absolutely. 100%. And that's exactly why I'm having, more than just one person on this talk about it.
For sure.
And because it's going to be one woman's perspective in her specific situation and what she's done, seen over the years.
Yeah.
Okay,
For sure.
great.
For sure. I love it.
Well, so Katrina, married, single, divorced. What's the dealio?
I am married. I am coming up on 5 years.
Dang.
I know, right?
I only made it to a year and a half of marriage.
Yeah, but you made it through the worst part of marriage. The first year and a half of marriage is hell.
And that's probably why it ended.
Well, okay, so let me rephrase because I know my husband's going to listen to this and be like, "Oh, well, screw you too, bro."
Wait,
But-
what's your husband's name?
My husband's name is Mario.
Mario, shout out. Let's meet sometime.
Woo-woo. Hey, baby. And yes, he does lace some pipe.
Oh my God. Katrina's the fucking zinger. I love it. All right, let's go.
All right,
Good.
all right.
We salute you, sir. He ain't a
right.
plumber.
But no, so married 5 years, definitely a lot of growth, a lot of change
Mm-hmm.
during that time because let's face it, everyone does grow.
Absolutely.
I will be the first to say that I'm a huge proponent of, hey, date in your 20s, have fun in your 20s. Meanwhile,
Figure out who you are.
I basically dated my husband my entire time in my 20s and got married at 25.
Okay.
So
I got married around 26, 27, so around the same time.
Okay, yeah. So around the mid 20s crisis. That's
Yeah,
what
exactly.
That's what
So
I love to call
something
it.
happened. Let me ask you something.
Sure.
Was there like a paradigm shift when you turned 25 in your life? You're like, hey, wait a minute. Like,
Oh, so much so.
it's like there was oh God, they're gonna hate me for this. There was this bit from, of course, Joe Rogan.
God, I love him.
So it says like like all this time we spend wanting to grow up. Like I can't wait till I grow up. I can't wait till I grow up. And you never really realize it until you're at the you're at the like the supermarket with like okay, is that a plastic or bag or paper, sir? You're all, sir. When did I become a sir? It's like, God,
Hold up.
did I grow up already? Like it's like, yeah, dude. Like you don't realize like, oh fuck, I got to do something with my life, or
Yes.
like I'm not a kid anymore. But anyway, sorry.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
no, you're good, dude. Yeah, like imagine going through that paradigm shift though, where
Mm-hmm.
you realize, hey, I'm an adult, but you're 25 and you're pregnant and you're dealing with the hormones and you're dealing with like oh yeah, no, it was a blast. Like my husband is a freaking godsend for dealing with my crazy ass for the past like 5 years. I give like nothing but bad props to him for that. But yeah, married happily, at least to my knowledge, happily married.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
y'all are together still. I mean, and
We are.
You can
We're
judge
still-
it. Yeah.
Yeah, we're still growing, changing. Like you're still learning about each other, even in the first like 5 years. So while I've found some things that he does that I'm like, oh my God.
Which is normal.
He's, of course, found more that he's like, oh my God. So,
So married 5.5 years. 5 years.
yeah. Well, it'll be 5 years in February, February 20th.
Oh wow. Y'all have
Yeah.
any plans? Not yet.
Ditch the kid.
Fucking lose the kids. That's awesome.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's backtrack it. How long have y'all been together?
Oh, 8 years?
Okay.
But
Yeah.
we're kind of the model of friends with benefits that failed.
In the best way.
In the best way, but we are friends with benefits that failed.
Okay, so y'all started off as friends, started hooking up, and then you're like, oh shit, I caught feelings
Yeah.
on both parts.
Yeah. I was trying to lace all that shit away and it did not work. Sheldon lied.
Okay, so but how did that happen though? Like, how did y'all meet?
Okay, so y'all are gonna have fun with this one. So moved down to Texas from the DC area. I was in the National Guard, right?
Nice, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. I did nothing. I literally did nothing. So
Did you hear that, government?
it's okay. I just wasted your money. So I'm standing there. I'm smoking. He happens to walk by, and I'm like, "Who is that?" They are on the kill list. So I happened to see him. I didn't know if he saw me or not, but I was like, "Dear God, this is the most beautiful man I've ever seen." Not to mention his ass looks amazing in those pants.
Oh my god.
So then later, I see him standing outside the motor pool with a group of people. If you guys don't know what the motor pool is, it's just basically where they house all the military vehicles. So we were in there doing PMCS, basically seeing how broken they were. Because let's face it, if you're on like once a month, your vehicles never actually work. They're all broken. So you have to walk outside of there in order to smoke because...
Can't smoke. Yeah.
Well,
Gotcha.
yeah, gasoline vehicles. So I walk out to smoke. I see he's smoking, and I'm like, okay, I got to say something memorable to this guy so that no matter what, he's always going to at least remember my face. I walk up to him, don't have a lit cigarette, and I go, hey, can I get a butt fuck?
Oh my god. You asked him for shorts in the weirdest possible way.
No, I asked to light my cigarette against
Oh, a
his
butt
cigarette.
fuck. Oh my god. Katrina.
That was the first thing out of my mouth.
And he said yes.
Well, no, first he kind of choked and said, excuse me, what? I was like, a butt fuck. He was like, what? I'm like, your cigarette butt? He was like, oh, yeah, sure, no problem.
I mean, the answer should have been yes regardless.
Yeah, no, but I think he was like, I totally want to say yes to you, but I don't know what you're asking. What?
It's a trap.
You know what? He nicknamed me Fly Trap. So that apparently was a running joke between him and some people in the unit. They were like, Fly Trap right there. I'm like,
Oh my god.
"Oh." But long story short, I had a girls' night with some girls in the unit. Made a comment about how I thought he was really hot. I totally do him.
Yeah.
I get a text from him like a couple of months later. And like I was trying to be really slick with how I got to know him, how I got to like slip in my number because
Yeah.
I figured he wasn't interested. He texted me a couple months later. He's like, "So you think I'm hot, right?"
Dang.
I was like,
Right away. Not even the high. Did you hit him back with a new number? Who dis or what?
I hit him back with, "I'm sorry, what? Who told you this? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, and then I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna play coy. Like, yes,
Yeah, very much so.
yes,
Very much so.
I want to do very dirty things to you. Yes, please."
Okay, so y'all, yeah, you hit it off with a
Yeah,
text message,
yeah.
and then y'all.
We just kept talking. It was kind of like a guaranteed, like once a month, scratch an itch, which I was not complaining.
Okay.
I was like, okay. And then once a month turned into him coming up to Austin and seeing me because I was living in Austin at the time.
And where was he at?
He was here in San Antonio.
Oh, okay.
So it like turned into more than once a month, and I was like,
This is something else other than what we thought it was.
yes. I actually first told him I loved him maybe like 4 or 5 months into it.
Okay.
I know, I was so romantic. I literally like grabbed his face and like looked at him and was like, "I love you."
I love you. Look, you don't understand. I fucking love you.
Yeah, that was pretty much like, and he just got a big grin on his face, and so I think that was the first time I told him. I think.
Yeah, and so aside from hooking up though, were y'all like hanging out, going out to eat when he would visit?
Yeah,
Like y'all were
yeah.
doing boyfriend girlfriend shit.
Yeah, we were basically doing the relationship shit
Yeah.
without the relationship title,
Okay.
and it was weird because it was natural. Like it didn't.
It just went with the flow.
It did.
And I think a lot of the times too, and obviously I'm glad you said the origin story of this.
Yeah.
But like a lot of the times too, like it just has to mesh. Like I think
1,000%.
Yeah, I think a lot of the times these guys think like, and me included too. I know
Mm-hmm.
I've done this. It's like, why won't you love me? You know, and
I think it's, but I don't think it's just on men. I think it's on women too, because we have
Absolutely.
such a preconceived notion of, oh, well, my friends are doing this.
Yeah.
My friends are doing this. Who gives a shit what your friends are doing? Everyone has a different timeline.
absolutely.
I hate how women will sit there and be like, oh, I'm almost 30 and not married. Consider it a fucking blessing
Oh
right
my
now.
god, I am 33, no kids, single, and I love it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like, consider it a fucking blessing. Like,
Absolutely.
I love my child and I love being married.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm going to run away from all of you.
Yeah, and I have the same.
Like-
I have the same exact feelings too on the opposite end. Because like, man, it'd be nice to like to wake up to a wife and kids, but then I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go to McDonald's. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm
I
going to
could-
do
yeah,
me.
yeah. I could do whatever I want, and no one can stop me. And,
Exactly.
and in a way to where like I have prior obligations.
Exactly.
You know, I wouldn't be able to do this on the extremes measures that I do every day
Yeah.
working on it. I wouldn't be able to. So,
For sure.
but yeah, so question: If
Okay.
a guy walked up to you, you're single, whatever, and said, "Hey, can I get a butt fuck?" Like,
I'm going to kind of look at him and be like, you want to what?
yeah,
Either that or I'm going to have a smart retort of, I ain't into that shit.
yeah.
Thank you for the offer, though. And thank you for the compliment.
I ain't into that shit from the butt.
Yeah, from the butt. I appreciate the compliment. I'm going to take that as you think I have a nice ass. So I appreciate the compliment. I ain't into that.
I'm not into that. Exit only, people.
Yes.
So, but I mean, but like, I think there is a double standard on both sides.
Oh.
To where what a girl can say to a guy, where he's not gonna be like, "What the fuck did you just fucking tell me?" Versus a girl, a guy, I mean, or a girl telling a guy that same remark and be like, "Oh, all right, cool, whatever." But a guy telling a girl, and you're like, "What the fuck?" Like.
Excuse
like,
you?
Yeah, you
Excuse
fucking
the shit
rude
out of me.
motherfucker.
Like,
Yeah, I mean,
what?
but it is a
Yeah.
double standard. I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
completely.
Yeah, I mean, and it's okay. I think that's absolutely fine to have that double standard because it's like, you know what? Yeah, she's not fucking groping you or anything. She's just trying to be cute. You know what I mean? Let her be cute. You know, you're like, and
I think I can see the double standard, and I think what also doesn't help us is women. It's almost like innately we try to be coy, and we try to play this hard to get because that's what we're almost trained to do. Instead of being like, hey, say what it is you want and what it
Absolutely.
is you mean.
Absolutely.
We sit there and go, well, why do I have to say what I want? Why do I have to say what I mean?
I got an answer for you because we're not fucking psychic.
Well, damn it, you need to work on that. What's wrong with you? Read my fucking mind.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
that does drive me crazy sometimes. It's like, just fucking tell me and I'll fucking do it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be here fucking asking you, 20 questions trying to figure it out. But
Yeah.
that's way ahead of that
Yes,
too. We're not
I'm
even in the relationship yet. You
I'm
know?
sorry.
Yeah, but
Literally-
no, I totally get it.
Yeah.
I almost tried to pick up my glasses, which I'm not wearing right now. Did you see that?
Yes, I
was-
love it.
I was
I love it. I love it. Ah.
So-
it's okay. I got some glasses you can wear.
No,
You
I have mine. I just I don't need them for close range like
Gotcha.
this.
Gotcha.
So I guess what I'm trying to allude to, like,
Yeah.
for guys that are single, I mean your story is a little bit different, but I mean
Right.
maybe you can give some different insight on it. How? I mean, it's okay if you make noise. If you need to move the microphone, it's fine.
okay.
Don't worry about it. So how would you I mean, it's hard to phrase it. How would you want to be approached if you're single and a guy's interested in you, regardless if you like him or not? It doesn't matter because you don't know.
Right.
You're not a psychic either, unfortunately. I mean,
So be direct. Like, here's the thing. I am the most oblivious individual in the world. Like, my husband and I used to go out to bars, and I'd think that I was just talking to somebody making friends. My
Yeah.
husband's like, yeah, he's trying to pick you up, right? I'm like,
really,
what?
really, you can't pick up on that.
I couldn't.
Wow,
I couldn't.
I find
Like, I
I
would
find
sit
that
there-
that's a common thing.
I
I think it's 50-50.
it is. So it's so weird. Like, I can see when somebody else is trying to pick them up.
Yeah, outside
But,
looking in.
like, outside looking in, no worries.
Totally
I can
oblivious
totally
to it.
do that. I know when to fly in and wingman. Like, I got you.
Because I'm
When it's me, I'm like, you doing what? You want what?
you want me to do what? With what?
Excuse me. Let me know you want to sleep with me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't pick up on the hints.
But I mean, I don't think you. I mean, we'll get into that too for social
Yeah.
media. But I mean, guys can't be. Guys are too much pussies to be that direct. I mean, they're out there. They're
But
out
at the
there.
but at the same time, here's my thing with directness, and it goes to both sides. Attention, women. Like, it goes to both sides.
Mm-hmm.
If you're flirting with a guy, he's going to automatically think you're interested.
Yeah.
If a guy is flirting with you, girls are going to think he's just being nice. Just be fucking direct. Hey, can I get you a drink? Yeah. Hey, I'm having a great time talking with you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go somewhere a little bit quieter so I can actually hear you? Or, hey, can I get your number? I'd love to hang out with you sometime. Like,
Or
be
do you want to come back to my apartment and smash?
exactly. Be
Don't-
direct.
Well, don't be direct like that, guys. Seriously, don't. I'm just joking.
I mean,
It works
look,
sometimes.
if it's going in that direction, do you, boo? Like, do
So
you? I ain't gonna tell you no. But at the same time, like, just be direct. If you're not interested in the guy, it's a whole lot nicer to say, "Hey, like, you're really nice, but I'm not into you like that."
Yeah.
Whereas continuing to flirt with this guy because I want free drinks, like, or oh, he does this, or oh,
Yeah.
he does that, like,
But-
just be direct.
But the bar game, I gotta say, if you're getting free drinks out of it, I don't think that. I think that's just the game.
Guilty.
I think that's just the game sometimes. Like,
1,000%.
but it goes back to your point. If they're not direct, hey, you didn't fucking tell me nothing. I just thought you were being
Exactly.
nice and you're buying me drinks.
Yeah, how am I supposed to know you were expecting to take me home that night? Like,
And if you say something and you didn't get I didn't answer you. I mean, that's on you now at that point if you never ask.
well, and take the nonverbals.
But again, it's like outside looking in.
Yeah,
outside looking in.
outside looking in. But then your wingman failed you.
Yeah.
And guys, you need to find a new wingman, or ladies, you need to find a new wing
Yeah.
woman
So
because they failed you.
So what about now 2020?
Right.
Most people meet each other online now.
Oh
You know,
my god, I hate online dating.
No, but I mean, I do and I don't. I think it's great for antisocial people as far as or even non-beer drinkers. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
because it's
Introverts.
really hard to meet somebody outside of a bar.
So
It's not impossible.
Yeah.
Bar and work, which is double whammy. It's like the two worst places you can meet somebody.
yeah. So first off, with work, you don't shit where you eat.
Eh.
Like, I'm just throwing it out there because something's gonna go wrong. So
Most of the time it can.
most of the time it
Yeah.
can. Just steer clear and just don't shit where you eat,
Yeah.
please.
But here's my thing on it. Where do you
Okay.
spend most of your time at?
True.
You know what I mean?
Well, and this is where online dating, I have a double-edged sword for it because you spend most of your time at work and
Most of your
most
time.
people most of your time on social media.
Exactly.
So I get the online dating.
Yeah.
I totally understand it. Hey, it's people in your area,
Yeah.
all like that. Swipe right, swipe left. Where I start to go nuts with the online dating, and I absolutely hate it. Like I loathe it. Is we don't have the art of conversation anymore.
No.
So you're sending messages back and forth. The guy is immediately like, hell yeah, I'm gonna hook up with this chick. The
Yeah.
chick's like, oh, his pics were pretty. I like his dog. I don't know, just something like that.
yeah.
And 5 messages in, dick pic. Gentlemen, I'm gonna let you in on like a little secret. You are not just sending that to the girl. First off, the girl's going to look at it and be like, oh, that's nasty. Like, I did not solicit this.
I just don't understand, like, why anyone would think that part of the male anatomy is a great thing to send to somebody.
I don't know,
Granted, it has its amazing purposes, and women love it. But I don't think a lot of women love seeing it.
Like, let me put it this way. Rarely have I seen a beautiful penis come out of a dick pic, number 1. Number 2, that gets us about as dry as the Sahara. Like, I'm sorry, guys. That is not going to get us hot and bothered. You just
Yeah.
lost us.
Yeah.
Number 3, please realize we have all girl groups on Facebook,
Yeah.
on Twitter, on our different areas, and we are going to roast the shit out of you. Like, that is all we are going to do is roast you. Because we don't find it flattering.
Yeah.
We don't find it cute. Again, we're not getting hot and bothered, guys.
Yeah.
Like,
Unless it's asked for.
well, if it's asked for, that is completely
It's
different.
different.
When it
Yeah.
is unsolicited, no. Like, I'm sorry.
But that's a given, though. I mean,
Oh, but it's not a given.
it's
It is not a given. I hate opening up my phone.
Do you still get 'em?
When I was dating, when I was dating my husband, like, obviously you randomly have like these other people that'll be like, "Hey,
Yeah,
what's up?"
yeah,
Yeah, you know.
I gotcha.
And I'm like, "Okay, whatever." Like, if I open up my phone and it's a dick pic, I'm like, "Ugh," and I delete it. Like, it's not even like a it's like a ugh. Like, I think my lunch or my breakfast just tried to come up there. Like, why? Why do you feel the need for this?
yeah, absolutely.
And it's all goes back to communication and intention. If your intention from the beginning is, I'm just looking for a quick bang, let them know.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, look, I swiped right, we matched, that's cool. I'm just looking to get it in.
Yeah.
And then from there, if she says, oh, no thanks, or even Bumble women reply first. If she replies to you and is like, hey, we matched, that's cool, I'm really just looking for a friend with benefits, then, okay, take the conversation there.
Yeah.
From the beginning, don't take the conversation there, boys. Like,
Gotcha. I mean, there's such a fine line of, when to say what and how to say it, and when knowing not to say something. There's a lot of times, I mean, it's built in our DNA that we want to hump everything. You know what I mean? Like, as far as, like, you see someone attractive and you automatically go to that. But it's like, wait a minute, that's just my...
Well, and here's the thing. Men
I'm going to put my
can't...
glasses on. I keep trying to
looking
pick
for that. Well, and here's the thing. Women do it, too.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
women are lying if they don't see a hot man on the street and undress them with their eyes.
Right.
They're lying if they don't look at an attractive woman on the street and be like, damn, she looks amazing. I wonder how her ass looks. Like, I'm sorry. They are lying if they tell you, oh, I don't think like that. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the back of your head.
It
Because,
happened with you.
yeah,
I mean, you actually did it, and you married the guy.
that one kind of worked out in my favor.
No, but I guess what I'm saying is too, like, I mean, because
Yeah.
I mean, it all comes down to communication. But a lot
Right.
of the times, these guys know that the girl isn't for it,
right.
so they'll lead them on just to get what they want and leave.
Well, yeah, and
I mean, and that's the game. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
They call it the game,
and
and
here's
it's
the
fucked
thing.
up. But
You know what I blame? Stupid fucking romantic comedies. No, that's what I blame, because you're not in a romantic comedy. You're in real life.
Mhm.
Stop acting like you're going to be in a romantic comedy.
Yeah, absolutely, it's totally different.
And that's my thing. We have built up such an image of, oh, this is how dating's supposed to be. This is how this is. No, it's supposed to be however you are supposed to have it.
Mhm.
I think that's
Well,
one of
and
the
it goes back to
biggest things.
it goes back to forcing it.
Yes.
You know, when you force it, as far as like, hey, person I met, or hey, person I met, like, hey, like, how are you doing? Blah blah blah. Hey, I like you. Let's go out. No, no, thank you. You have two
Okay.
options at that point. You know what I mean, for guys, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean for guys specifically. You can say, hey, you know what? Thank you so much for being honest with me. I would still like a friendship if that's okay with you, and you keep it as a friendship because she already said no. Now, if that develops into something else on her end, great. You know, you stuck it out. You
Right.
got out. You got out of the zone, my man. You know, or
But do not go into that friendship with the intention of getting out of the zone.
absolutely,
Because then
100%
you are a jackass and you are not a nice guy.
guilty of that. And yes and no. That's a
Yeah.
long story for another podcast.
Ooh,
And the second is you have that opportunity to leave, as far as not
Exactly.
continue that friendship. It's like, you know what? I just don't see you like that. Like, I think there could be something more, and I don't want to be put through the ringer like that. You know, I'm being considerate of my feelings as well as yours.
Well, exactly. And the thing is, it's if a girl comes out and just straight up says, no, thank you, I'm not interested.
Mm-hmm.
There are men who fly off the handle.
Absolutely.
Look at the women who get burned by acid. Look at the ones who get killed by exes. Look,
Yeah.
look at those cases. And it's all because they denied a man
Yeah.
and said, no, thank you.
Yeah. Or I don't want to do this anymore.
And so that's where I feel like women sometimes get pressured in
Yeah.
to saying yes and going on those pity dates
Yeah.
because they're like, well, I don't want to become a statistic, which, okay, now we're getting into that whole like, hey, common courtesy communication factor.
Yeah.
But then we're also getting into the safety and like
Yeah.
domestic violence and all like that.
Absolutely.
Like it's women get put in a precarious position, but men do too, because let's face it, have you ever watched Snap? Women are nuts.
Yeah. Women are crazy. Yeah.
But it's that fear that women also have in the back of their mind
Mm-hmm.
of, well, if I say no, what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
So
That's sad. That's sad because I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've been rejected, and it's like, oh man, that sucks. But thanks. You know what I mean? Like, now I
Yeah.
know. I mean, and the thing is too, like, I try to tell people, it's
Right.
like, if someone says no, guess where you're at? You're in the same fucking spot, dude. Like, you've gained nothing, but more importantly, you've lost nothing.
pride.
No, so, but fuck pride.
It's a
Yeah.
right, but everyone has that pride
Okay.
side to them. Like for example, when I dated, I made men pursue me. Why? Because I would rather reject
Absolutely, 100%.
than be rejected.
100%.
Why?
I can get
my pride.
absolutely. On the flip side of that, really quick, how much of an asshole I used to be before I got married.
Oh yes, I want to hear this.
I could make people leave me because I didn't want to be with them anymore. And
yeah.
and so they left me, and and
Yeah.
I wasn't the bad guy. but I wasn't like a shithead. I'd be like, and I just wasn't a shithead. Like I didn't like
Yeah.
never like mess with their emotions or anything. I was just kind of like not interested in, like, I would just be like the non-interested person. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just like really busy, blah blah blah.
Oh
And
yeah, you
yeah,
just do that avoidance.
yeah,
I
yeah.
did it too.
But I wouldn't
Yeah.
ghost. I wouldn't ghost. I'd just be busy, all the
Oh yeah,
time. And it's
just
like,
busy
and it's even
nonstop.
that's even crazier. Like ghosting, like the the person being ghosted comes up with all these scenarios, but when you're being direct with them, you're like, I don't know, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, oh yeah, I'm busy, 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 busy. Like, well, you never have time for me anymore. It's like, I'm really sorry, I'm busy. Like, I don't think I can do this anymore. Hey, I totally understand.
Okay.
And it's so shitty. And like, I wouldn't do that anymore. I'd be more honest and upfront.
It's a maturity thing.
Yeah, exactly. I was in my early 20s, but I mean,
Oh, yeah.
that's exactly why I want to like talk all about this and be upfront. Be like, hey, people can do this and people can do that.
For sure.
But dang it, I was gonna allude to something, but then I was like, oh, I want to talk about this. But as far as like the rejection thing, I
Right.
understand what you're saying as far as with the pride goes. It's like, yeah, after rejection, after rejection, after rejection, you like people like or guys maybe
Right.
they start to question like, well, why am I not good enough for this person?
Oh my god, so that's my thing.
Mhm.
That's what I absolutely hate seeing. So I was that girl growing up that always had guy friends. I was what you call bro core. I'm the chick that will. They actually told me like, yeah, you're bro core. I was like, what the fuck is bro core? Like, what are you talking about? They're like, no, you're that chick that hangs out with us. It's like one of the bros, but we'd all fuck you.
Oh my god.
I was like, all right, thanks guys. Like,
Thanks. Are y'all just waiting around for that to happen?
I mean, hey, let's get drunk. Let's see what happens.
Oh my god, Katrina. All right.
See, you're learning so much about Katrina today.
Oh, Katrina, like, just side note, getting to know you more over the past few years, a couple of years, I should say, it's been amazing.
Oh, thank you. It's been amazing getting
Yeah,
to
it
know
really
you
is.
too.
You're just a different breed of person.
Oh, thank
You
you.
really are.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment,
It is.
and I
It
hope
really
that you
is.
mention it as
It really is. But
a
anyway.
okay. Anyway, sorry.
But yeah, so like after like getting rejected over time, like
Yeah.
you start to question who you are as a person.
So, and my thing with that is, like, I have one male friend
Mm-hmm.
who, amazing guy. He
Uh-huh.
really is. Like, I know he's not the right type of amazing guy for me, which is why, through high school and we actually both ended up moving to Texas and
Oh, wow.
everything like that. Yeah. Through all of that, he's remained a friend because I'm like, I see you as a friend. Like,
Right.
you are an absolute amazing guy, but I know for a fact you are not my type.
Yeah.
And
It's not there.
it's not there.
Right.
So
And he had feelings for you?
I think at one point he did.
Okay.
Yeah. At one point he did, if I remember correctly. But, and I straight up told him, I was like, you're absolutely amazing.
Uh-huh.
I will chew you up and spit you out. And I will not do that to you. I respect you too much.
Yeah.
So I think that great guys like that, somewhere in them, they love to go for unavailable and unattainable and the ones that don't fit, because then they can still go back and say, but I'm such an amazing guy. What the hell's wrong with me?
It's a very masochist mentality.
Oh, I mean,
It's
most,
ve-
let's
yeah.
face it. Most of them are going to be sitting there going, where's my dominatrix? at?"
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
can you tie me up and whip me, please?
I mean, they probably have some weird kink in it, but yeah,
Yeah.
I think you really, really, really hit on something important there, because I used to do that. I was like, oh yeah, like I'll go. Like I know who's not interested in me, like subconsciously. Like, oh, you don't want to be with me? Okay, cool. Like, but it was more so like I knew, like I just maybe more so it was for like to see if I could obtain it. But more so like I didn't want to be in a relationship, but I just wanted to at least say I tried, but I knew it wasn't going
Well,
anywhere.
because society's telling you you're supposed to be in a relationship because you're
Yeah.
looking at everybody on social media on these happy relationships, but you're
Yeah.
not seeing behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what I used to do too. I used to love to hold it at an arm's length.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nope, I'm gonna let you in only so much, but I'm gonna
Hey,
hold.
whoa, motherfucker! My arm bent a little bit.
Too close. But
But what do you what do you say to guys like that? I mean, let's say they're not going after the unattainable. Maybe they have a certain type, and I mean,
you know what? Maybe your type is shit for you, or you're doing Groundhog's Day,
Uh-huh.
and you're essentially doing the same
Insanity.
thing over and over and over again.
Practicing insanity. Yeah.
Exactly. Why are you practicing insanity? Okay, with the last girl that you approached, X, Y, and Z didn't work. So
Katrina, are you asking guys to lower their standards?
I'm asking everybody to lower their fucking standards.
I mean, yes or no? Should you be attracted? Should you be attracted physically to the person that?
Okay. Personal opinion, yes.
Absolutely, 100%. I think you should.
If you are not, here's my thing. If you are not attracted to the person that you are with, that means that you're not going to have the sexual energy with them. You're not going to have the platonic energy with them.
Right.
You're not going to have the different aspects that you're going to need because you need all of that.
Yeah. I mean, granted. I mean, when I say that too, because I mean, you can have a friend. You can have a friend where you're just talking to, and then you can. Yep. Have you ever had? I mean, maybe not so much for you, but have you ever had a friend to where you're just talking to them, and while talking to you become physically attracted to them?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've totally had that happen to me.
Like not from the get go, and you're like, man, I'm vibing with this dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and that's my thing. Like when I would date, I was a total put out on the first date.
Oh, wow.
Like, that was my thought process. Because my thought process was, look, if I'm talking with you and I'm vibing and this is going, but then we get in the bedroom and
it's nothing there.
There's nothing there.
See,
I'm not wasting my time.
See, and that's where I'm like split at. Tank has been a little bit of a hosky for showski, but like,
them wild oats.
But it's never been to see if I wanted to continue a relationship. But I think so. But when I think about what you just said, because sex isn't fucking important. It's really important in a serious relationship. And if it's not vibing, like, where's it? I mean, granted, you're not going to be. I mean, I don't know if you're going to be smashing when you're 80, but I mean, like, how do you think that connection's going to stay bonded? I mean, it's one aspect of a relationship, but it's a pretty big aspect. I mean, because you got communication, you got sex, and then you got growth. All that stuff together. All that together is like this big old melting pot of what makes a relationship work.
Well, 100%, because if you want a relationship to work, they have to be your lover, best friend, confidant. Like they need to wear multiple hats.
Yeah.
And if one of those hats they're not going to be able to wear, then you're going to find it elsewhere.
And I'm not saying you have to like you have to bang every day. What I'm saying is your sexual energy should match your partner's sexual energy. So that means y'all like having sex once a month. Hey, y'all fucking it's exactly 100%.
Whatever works for you.
Yeah.
My biggest thing, like for me, and I'm sure there's some of your listeners that are gonna be like, yes, fuck yes. Like my biggest thing for me is that sex is a big aspect of it. My primary love language is physical touch.
Right.
I need to have that chemistry and that touch.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I need. Mm-hmm. Whereas someone who maybe their love language is like words of affirmation, they need more of that communication side. Yeah. They don't necessarily need, that touch and that physical intensity and physical energy that I do. But I can tell you right now, if you're gonna say that your love language is physical touch. Mm-hmm. If you don't have a partner that understands that, you're not going to be compatible.
100%. Have you ever found? I'm a big proponent on love language.
Yeah.
Have you found like over the years that it's changed, like maybe during a phase or?
Oh, definitely, 100%.
I like to not so much these past 5 years, but like I remember like when I was in a relationship and I was married. Yeah. We would take the test every now and then. Like we was like, hey, I wonder if it's changed. Mm-hmm. And I was like, hey, that's I never thought. I mean, it's never put. She she was going for sociology, so she was fucking like on her shit.
Oh yeah.
And she's like, what if like it changes? You can cough. I don't care. Like you need to cough or burp.
I'm not trying to like burp into your microphone.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's a male audience. But yeah, so like and. I think it's so important. Like if you're really working at a relationship and you really want it to work, as far as always be, and that's a big one. Awareness, like such self-awareness of who you are and who your partner is.
Well, and the thing is, know that it's okay to get lost.
Absolutely. You're not gonna. No one gets it right.
I've been there, I've done that. He's been there and done that. Like, where you just lose yourself, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit. He looked at me one time and he's like, where's the bad bitch that I married?
Oh,
and I
wow.
was like, holy fuck, you're right.
Yeah.
Like, I have completely lost myself and just.
You just started going with emotions.
Well, and my mentality just completely shifted, and I just broke down, and it's like I needed that wake up call. And he's always been like the person that can look at me and be like, what the fuck? Get your shit together.
But that's awesome though. The fact that,
and I know it's out of love, but
Yeah.
he's like the one person, because I'm a big personality. I'm a strong personality.
Katrina? No way.
Yeah. But he's like the one person that's able to balance me and be like,
And that's why y'all are together though.
and that's why we were.
Imagine just being with somebody who has good dick and just doesn't tell you that shit, and y'all are just fucking miserable. Because on the flip side, yeah, besides having finding someone that it's compatible with sex, but just not having the awareness of who you are, doesn't no communication skills. It's like, what the fuck? You're a fuckboy, like.
And that's the thing. Like, it's okay to have your communication break down. What's not okay is for you to make it the norm.
Yeah.
And we've done that before, where our breakdown in communication, he thought he was doing one thing that was so great.
Absolutely.
I thought I was doing another, and then we're
fuck y'all, man. Fuck you too.
No, you know what? If you guys have seen like My Cousin Vinny, we got one wheel turning while the other wheel does it, and we're stuck in the mud.
Use guys over here, what the fuck y'all doing? Did you say use guys?
Your biological clock.
Oh, you should come on the movie podcast with us.
Yes, I'm down.
But okay.
Yeah.
But that's. I think you covered a lot without actually putting all the pieces
Dissecting it?
together. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, I really was like, man, there's so many aspects of this.
Yep.
But I want to go back to because again, your
Yep.
perspective is you're in a relationship, and I just want to get an old person's married perspective. Yeah, I know you're not old. I'm older than you. Wait, how old are you? Do you mind saying?
Oh no, I don't mind. I'm 30.
Oh, okay, cool. So I'm 3 years older. So you're in that.
And yes, my husband is 39.
Oh shit! Dang. Well, that's not bad.
No.
That's not bad. And y'all, I mean, no, that's not bad at all. And y'all in the military, y'all have some sort of discipline. There's y'all mesh
Yes.
well. To me, 9 years.
We mesh well. We didn't realize it was the age difference it was. Yeah, it's like almost exactly 10 years. So
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
It's not as bad as it could be. No,
Yeah.
no, not as bad as it could be.
It's 9 years.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
I think when you toe the line of like after 10, like it becomes a little weird. Like thinking like me, I'm 33, and I was like, hey, what's up? How old are you? 18. Like, oh, you're a baby. Like,
You're a little baby. That's not happening.
I know that voice from somewhere.
I have no idea.
Oh, I'll have to figure it out. Anyway, that was the best voice ever. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
But yeah, so I think I just wanted just to get your perspective on as far as like how should single guys maybe mid 20s going into their 30s start approaching women as far as like I mean I know we covered being direct with them
Right.
and as far and we may not like it but I mean bars and workplace that's and in social media I mean let's say you don't know a person right you don't know a person you've seen them once or twice and you're like hey I think I want to take this person out to eat not I look side note if your first idea is like I want to take this person to fuck like dude go away like seriously like there's a way to handle that and I don't want I think I do I lied. I do want to cover that, maybe somewhere down the line with a single person. I don't think you're the best to give advice on that.
No, I'm going to take a pass on that.
Yeah,
one.
exactly. But
I'll get somebody in trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll contact us 5 years later. Why the fuck am I married now? I just wanted a papa.
That's No, but as far as like, what's your advice to guys, as far as being honest? I mean, is there anything else besides being honest and being sincere? But the most important part, not being creepy. It's hard.
It is because that creepy line is so
It's easy.
to cross.
Yeah,
when
fuck
you're
yeah.
not when you're not even meaning to.
No, you're not.
And outside perspective could be like, hey, this guy's totally not being creepy, and the person you're talking to is like, alert, alert.
Hi.
Yeah, exactly. I think the biggest thing is let them know, like, hey, like, you seem like a really cool person. I'd love to get to know you better outside of work. Could we meet up and have lunch? The reason why I say lunch, just for the record.
I love that, though. I love that.
Lunch is a whole lot more casual than dinner.
It's
number
daylight
one.
outside.
It's daylight, so they're not like, oh, dear sweet baby Jesus, this
Yeah.
guy is going to, like, take me into the back alleyway and, like, kill me or something like that.
You want to go to Shoney's at night?
But at the same time, so they have the rest of the day to recover if it's, like, absolutely horrendous. But at the same time, if you guys kick it off and you're having a great time at lunch, okay, so hey, we had a great time at lunch. Let's go do this. Let's go. Like, you can actually make a day out of it if you want to. If you're vibing, because with dinner, you're also very limited in the hours. So if you take someone to dinner at 7, well, what are you going to do at 10 when the restaurant closes?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to go to a bar, or you're going to go back to your place.
You invite them into your, like, yeah, I get that. And granted, if you want to take that shot in the dark, by all means, you're probably going to lose like 90% of the time. Unless you're fucking jacked and just fucking, Brad Pitt fucking just.
Yeah, you better be Brad Pitt with the Ron Jeremy dick.
Oh,
but
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
There's this picture of Ron Jeremy and the dude from, I always forget his name, from Terminator 2.
Okay.
It's the most horrible picture ever. And so when you say Ron Jeremy, just think of that guy. He's just like. But it was from like 2020. Edward Furlong. Sorry.
Yes.
Edward Furlong's from Terminator 2. Anyway, side quest.
Yeah.
Side quest over.
You're good. You're good. But yeah, I would say invite them to lunch. Like, and then when you're at lunch, let them know. Be like, wow, you look so pretty. I love your hair, or I love your outfit, or wow.
Compliments.
Compliments go a long way. I am actually horrible at taking compliments, so I am currently trying to work on that.
Yeah.
And learn to say thank you as opposed to, oh, you're lying.
So my biggest thing, because I used to be bad at compliments. Someone would give me a compliment, be like, oh, hey, Tank, man, your hair looks really nice today. Hey, that's a really nice sweater, And this was going.
Compliment them.
I would just give them the compliment back. So when I was dating my now ex-wife, she's like, just take the compliment. Like, just take it. Like,
oh my God, that's what Mario says to me.
She goes, you don't have to compliment me back. I'm just saying something nice about you. I go, yeah, but then I feel weird. She goes, you don't take compliments well. That's why. Yeah. I stated it here from the get go. However it ended with me and my ex-wife, I learned so much more, and I'm totally grateful. I'm happy for her.
Boom.
I'm happy for her. And I don't wish anyone in my past wrong.
Then you know what? You actually learn the freaking lesson.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the thing. And just remember, like, no relationships are a waste of time.
Never.
If you learn something from that relationship about yourself and about people, then boom, you actually had a successful relationship, even if it ended.
Absolutely, 100%. I'm glad you said that. But yeah, so, and also to, like, have things to talk about, like, on that, when you're meeting up for lunch, like, you don't want to sit there and be quiet. Like, I mean, I get it too, because it's like my favorite, like, me being awkward meme. It's like me trying to talk to my crush, and it's like Ralph Wiggum's like, so, do you like air?
No, like, but here's the thing. Don't psych yourself out.
Right. Just
like, invite them to lunch. The worst they're going to say is no.
Yeah, exactly.
And your follow-up shouldn't be like,
Well,
hey,
fuck you, slut.
that, or hey, are you free for lunch on Saturday? No, I'm busy. Well, what about Sunday? Well, what about Monday? Well, no, just
Let it
hey,
go. Let some time pass.
just be Elsa for a little bit,
Yeah.
and just let it go.
Okay, that's where we stop. Get out.
Never. But just let it go.
Yeah.
Call it a day. You know what?
Have casual and keep up with the casual conversation
keep
with
up
them.
and don't make it awkward. You
Yeah.
invited them to lunch.
They said no.
You didn't invite them to have your firstborn.
Exactly. Oh, thank you. Yes.
Like,
Yes.
keep talking to them. Keep being a friend to them. If they sit there and go, "Hey, you know what? Let's grab coffee. I want to, let's grab coffee and continue this conversation."
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let me know when what I like always tell people to do. Like what I always do with people as well. If they're like, "Hey, I really want to continue this conversation." I'm like, "All right, well, you got my number. Let me know."
Yeah.
Like I always tell them, "Let me know."
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you're setting the stage of I want to do this. Okay. You let me know when you are free
Right.
because you're initiating this.
You're the one that wants to do this. Set it
Yes.
up, and then we'll see if we can make it happen.
Exactly.
And then, but you too. You at that point, you gave him that person the opportunity, or you let down the gate. Be like, hey, I'm open to it.
Exactly.
I'm receiving this invite. Now the ball's back in your court. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's very much be outright about it.
Yeah.
Don't make it weird. If they say, "Oh, no, thank you," or "You know what? I'm really busy. I don't know that lunch is going to work." Hey, no problem. Let me know.
If you ever change your mind,
Let me
offers
know.
always on the table.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And there you go. Like,
Yeah. It's things that should be such common sense. But and the weird part is a lot of these guys too, and you know what, myself included, we can have normal conversations with people we're not interested in and be the coolest fucking people. But
you
it's
psych yourself
and as soon as
out.
it comes into someone, you're like, oh fuck, what do I fuck? I have a podcast and I don't know what to say.
All I do is talk. I'm paid to talk all day, and I still don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
No. And here's the thing that I love when people say like, "Oh, I could never be a salesman. I could never be in sales, anything like that." I laugh because when you date, you sell yourself.
Fuck yeah. But and I think it goes back to John Cusack from Serendipity. He goes, "That's
Yes.
why I hate dating." He goes, "You spend 3 months, pretending to be someone you're not, and then the next 3 months learning about who. I mean, and then the other
Yeah.
person learning 3 months after that, learning who you really are." And it's like, God dang it, you're right. Yes, fuck dating.
Yeah. But John Cusack.
I love that movie, and John Cusack's
Yes.
amazing. I love the way he talks. Yeah,
Oh.
absolutely.
I absolutely adore John Cusack. I have adored him since I saw him in, what was it, 16 Candles?
No,
Was it 16 Candles?
It was the one where he's raised in the radio.
No, that's Say Anything. He was in 16 Candles. He plays the dork.
That's not John Cusack.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
He totally plays the dork because Joan Cusack's in it too, and she's got the neck brace, and they go to the
I'm
dance.
pulling up. John Cusack is in fucking 16 Candles. God dang it!
Boom.
How did I? What? I thought you were talking about Ducky.
No, not Ducky.
What's his name? Was it Anthony Michael Hall?
Yeah, that's Anthony Michael Hall.
Yeah.
But he's Ducky's friend.
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. Hey, my bad. I
okay.
I don't have a movie podcast. I don't have 2 movie podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a romantic comedy movie podcast.
Don't mess with my John Hughes.
But anyway, but
Anyway, continuing on.
did you like him in Godzilla?
I didn't see the new Godzilla.
No.
Oh.
Godzilla 2000.
No,
Okay, good.
I didn't see that. I didn't waste my money. on that
Anyway,
one. Anyway.
So other appropriate places to meet other than lunch during the daytime. Would you say museums?
Definitely. If you should know a person well enough when you go to ask them on a date. Personal opinion.
But what about just hanging out though?
But
Not even a date.
you should have enough knowledge of that person that you could look at them and say, "Hey, I know you're really into fantasy books. They have this awesome fantasy
Absolutely.
exhibit.
Absolutely.
You want to go check it out?" Even if you're just asking them to go check it out as a friend,
Yeah.
that is a type of relationship.
Yeah.
So I feel like it works in this podcast.
And it gives you something to talk about.
It gives you something to talk about.
Yeah.
You can go see it. Now, if you're doing it and you're going to see it, not because you actually want to see this, but because you legitimately just want to spend time with that person, that is amazing.
But yeah, because I mean, in a relationship, you're going to do a lot of things that you don't like with your significant other, but that they like,
Yes.
and that's just part of the fucking game.
Yes.
You have to. It's like, because you know what? I'm going to ask you to do something that you don't like, and you're going to come with me. And guess what? You're going to be hunky dory just the way I am right now. But I think when it comes to that, it's like, I don't like doing this, but I want to do it because you like.
because I'm seeing the reaction on your face. And I'm
right?
seeing-
Isn't that like that's like the most amazing feeling? It's like,
perfect example. I love sports. Okay, I'm a sports nut.
no way.
I know.
I didn't know that. I bet you're a Patriots fan too, because anyone who comes on this show is definitely the biggest Tom Brady fan. I've never met a non-Tom Brady fan, so I love it. Anyway, go ahead, continue.
Gotta
You're a big
hate-
sports fan? You're a big sports fan?
God
Go ahead.
hates the Patriots. Anyways.
God doesn't hate the Patriots. God made the Patriots.
Okay.
Thank you for
Anyways.
listening, ladies and gentlemen.
So, perfect example is I love sports. I am not a Spurs fan, like at all.
You're not a Spurs fan?
No.
Oh, okay. That's
Okay.
cool. I get it.
Not-
yeah,
not a
different
Spurs fan.
strokes.
Yeah.
You're not from here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, what did I do? What have I done multiple times? I've bought Spurs tickets. Why? Because I love seeing my husband's face.
Yeah.
When he goes to the game, he has a blast. One of my stepdaughters, huge Spurs fan. So I bought Spurs tickets for one of her birthdays. And like her birthday's in August, so we waited to go until they like had a decent game during
Yeah.
the year. So it was a little bit of a late birthday. But I ended up texting my dad and I was like, I totally get why you used to take us to see basketball games every year.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't give two shits about the team's playing.
Yeah.
I love the look on her face right now.
Yeah.
And that is the biggest thing with relationships. Remember to step outside of yourself
Absolutely.
and remember to take joy in
Because that should be giving you
expression.
happiness too.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
it shouldn't always be like, oh, I'm happy because you're happy. I'm sad because you're sad. That's going to be some bullshit and don't
Yeah.
do that. But at the same time, don't forget to have that.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of a lost art a
Well,
little bit.
I mean, and take out the fact that you do like sports, so it was bearable for you.
Oh, yeah, it was
Because
always
I love. I mean, to me, there's nothing better. There's nothing purer. I mean, again, I'm the biggest wrestling fan, but there's nothing purer than the game of basketball to me. Like, there's nothing more
Yes.
pure. I love watching the game. It doesn't matter who's playing. I can watch it. I was like, dude, it's so fucking pure. Anyway,
Yes.
but that's not what it's about today. But I mean, relationships to me are selfless. It's like, hey,
To a point.
Yeah, of course you always have to look out for numero uno, like make sure you're always happy. Well, not that you're always happy, but like you're taking care of yourself.
Yes.
But I mean, to me, like a relationship is definitely give and take. But I mean, those moments when you're just selfless, it's like I do for you because you do for me. You do for me because I do for you. Like, and it's just like, hey, we're in this together. It's me. If you like it, I like it because you are an extension of me and I'm an extension of you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But at the same time, please know that it's okay to be like, yeah, that was not my cup of tea. Like,
absolutely.
and it is totally, it is definitely take joy in it, but it's totally okay.
We're going into the rom-com mentality. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
It's totally fine to look at your partner and be like, look, I know you love this,
Go do it.
but this is not me. Go have fun.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like, my husband and I will do that to each other, and we'll be like, hey, that's your thing.
Or
Go for it.
do you need me there?
Exactly.
Like, do you like 100%? Because I will go and you will not know I'm not having a bad time.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I will go. I'm going to put on my big girl panties.
Yeah.
I'm going to make myself have a good time. Oh, you don't, you just want to go do it.
Thank
Great.
God.
Be safe. Be safe. I love you.
Absolutely.
Do you, like, when I go do stuff, like, even when I came here today, I'll sit there and be like, hey, I got here, and I'll just send him my location.
Yeah.
Just because it's a safety factor. Not that, like...
No. No. I get it. You're going to where?
He was like...
Because if I never met...
podcast?
I never met me, and I was married, and like my wife was like, yeah, I'm gonna go do a podcast at my coworker who is a dude. His name is Tank, and it's like, you're going where? Like, with who? Like,
oh, believe me, Take. I had to sit there because he loves horror movies too.
Uh-huh.
So I actually, shameless plug.
Texas Podcast Massacre. Make sure to listen to all that on Spotify and iTunes. Thank you very much. Anyway.
Like I literally told him, I was like, yeah, he's got a podcast on Spotify. He was like, ew, Spotify. I was like, look, here, I found it on Google Podcasts.
What's on
just for
iTunes? You found it on Google Podcast?
I did find it on Google Podcasts.
I'm on Google Podcast? I didn't even know that. That's
You
awesome.
are!
And I'm also on Google Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't know. I don't do that. I don't upload to that. Anyway, I'll look into that later.
Yeah.
I'm on iTunes. I'm on iTunes Podcast.
Yeah, we don't use iTunes.
Oh, you don't have an Android?
I'm an Android user.
Oh, okay, cool. Hats
Yeah,
off
no.
to you.
But no, like I mean, at the same time, he's like, okay, have fun. I'm like, look, I'm gonna send you my location to be safe,
absolutely.
so you know where I'm at.
And I was actually, I was going to, but then I got set up really too late. I was going to tell you, like, if he ever wants to come and hang out, because I would love to do like a follow up to this too, like once all the whole series is done.
Hell yeah.
But I'd be more than happy, like, because I do want to do like married couples too. So like,
Oh yeah.
I mean-
He'd be a blast. This is why we work, because he's very different from how I am. I'm
Yeah.
very like straightforward. I'm pretty blunt.
yeah.
I like to think of myself as more like low energy, but I realize I'm kind of high energy. He's the fucking Hammond comedian. Like he.
But then you say you're low energy
Okay, so I think I'm low energy. Apparently,
compared
everybody.
to him.
Apparently, everybody thinks I'm bouncing off the fucking walls.
I think sometimes why we riff on each other at work is because like we're both at the same energy level, and we're just like, oh yeah, well fuck you too, well fuck you too, motherfucker. But like in the playful, in the burn way,
yeah.
in a burn way, like it's like, oh, okay, whatever.
You want some aloe right now, motherfucker?
So I mean that's important too,
Right.
as far as like being in relationships, as far as the communication of where you're going, as far as like, hey, this is where I'm gonna be. This is my look, and it's not like possessive in any way. I don't think.
No.
Last question here.
Okay.
And do y'all have each other's social media logins?
No.
No. Do you think that's weird?
I think that's very weird because that's taking away an anonymity. Here's my thing. His phone is his phone.
Mm-hmm.
My phone is my phone.
But if it, like say like your phone died and you just went it and grabbed his phone, didn't ask, and just like, hey, and you just started opening it up, like do you have to ask
That's
permission?
rude.
Okay.
Like, okay, well, and here's
this is awesome. This is amazing.
okay, so here's my thing. I don't know the login to his phone.
Uh-huh.
He might know the login to my phone. I don't know, just because I'm lazy and I'm like, here's the login to my phone.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care, whatever. But at the same time, like, that's his phone.
No.
And that's like, hey, I'm going to go through your drawers and go through your personal information. I'm like, I trust you that you're doing the right thing, just
Yeah.
like you trust me that I'm doing the right thing.
Right.
But the conversations you have with other people are not my business unless you want to share them with me. You know, what social media you're on, again, not my business. Because that's your social media. And that's your outlet. Because yes, we are a couple. Yes, we are married. Like, we're moving through this journey of life together. We are still our own separate people. And there's still an anonymity that needs to be there. And the second you take, I'm a big proponent of that.
Yeah.
The second you take that away, that's when someone starts to lose their identity.
Interesting take on that. Because I'm like, I don't like it. Well, granted, I haven't been in a relationship in 5 years. My thing would be now, looking back and everything, I'd be like, here's my login. You don't have to tell me when you check it. You don't have to tell me why you're checking it. But I just think there's a lot of, because I'm a friendly guy.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I do have a lot of friends that are female.
Yeah,
You know what I
it is
mean?
too.
Yeah. And then so like I never want you to have that any kind like that inkling of like what is he doing? You'll always know. And I don't even care if I have hers legitimately. Like I just don't want you to ever have any doubt of trust in me that I'm doing something shady.
Well, and I think in order for them, like couples that have joint Facebook accounts, it's like
That's what I have a problem with.
who cheated?
Yeah, like which one of y'all fucking
cheated?
cheated? Like
But at the same,
it's the guy.
I don't know. Women cheat just as much.
Well,
we just don't get caught.
Oh, stop.
Anyways.
Anyway.
Anyways.
Yeah, y'all do.
But I think the biggest thing is a trust level.
Absolutely.
And I think women, like, I think it's cool that you'll be like, yeah, sure, I don't care. Here,
Yeah.
take my login. Like, I've got nothing to hide.
Yeah.
But that's a trust level as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're trusting her to know that.
Yeah.
She's too insecure
But
to
it-
just take your word for it.
But-
Because
but-
honestly, if I were to look at him and say, hey, can I go through your social media? Chances are you'd tell me yes.
Yeah.
But I don't want to.
I think if
Because
you-
it's not my business.
But I think if you have to get to that point to where like, hey, I need to check your social media, like
You failed.
Two things. There's two possibilities. One, you're just very insecure. I'll say three things.
Mm-hmm.
One, you're insecure. Two, he's acting shady, and you're wondering what's going on. Three, you're fucking cheating, and you think he's cheating now too because if you can do it, so is he.
And the thing is, like, I'm going to add number 4 to that.
Okay.
Okay. So we covered insecurities.
Insecurities, shadiness on you and shadiness on him.
Lack of communication.
Okay. I mean,
Because if it's like, hey, let me check your social media, it's like, okay, where's your breakdown in communication? Because there has to be one.
how did it get to this
somewhere.
point to where you're asking?
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like, well, what led up to this?
What happened?
Yeah,
Why
exactly.
are you like that? I don't know. I'm a big proponent of communication. Like,
Yeah.
I'll be straight up, like, I almost drove my marriage right down the drain. Like, I almost did. I will be
wow.
completely honest with it.
Wow.
But through, like, getting sober,
Uh-huh.
and we even went to marriage counseling. Like, I'll be completely honest.
I've been to marriage counseling. Yeah,
Yeah, you
didn't
know,
work.
you, but you know, it worked for us because
Yeah.
it's like, hey, we know all of this.
Yeah.
We're not doing it.
Yeah, you're like y'all are being lazy,
Exactly.
or one
And
person's
that's-
being lazy.
And that's when we realize we have, like, the breakdown, and that's when you start to see the fights.
But I think it's important too to really realize, like, you know, it's not. Yes, relationships should be easy, like they should be super easy, if you're doing the work.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? If you're doing the work and you're not getting complacent and you're not just going through the motions all the time.
You have to realize relationships are work. You don't just have one job.
No, there's several.
That's just 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
You have another job if you're in a relationship, and it is that relationship and that other person.
But if it's there, like if the connection is truly there, and it wasn't just one piece of the pie while y'all got together, meaning y'all vibed well, but y'all don't have good sex, or y'all have good sex but just don't vibe well if not having sex.
Yeah.
Or one of those components. It just goes naturally. It's like, hey, you doing all right today? Like, what's going on? Like, you look a little sad. Like, what's up? What's up, baby girl? What's going on? Tell daddy what's going on. You know,
Oh,
but
God,
but
please don't ever say that again.
I was saying not to you. I'm just saying hypothetically. But I think what it comes down to is just like it's work, but it shouldn't be work if you're really in it to win it. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, like, we're human. We have emotions. What happened this week? Like, what's going on? How are we going to deal with this? Or do you just need someone to listen? I think, you know what? That was my biggest thing: listening to people and not and giving advice. And
sometimes women, especially,
just want to fucking talk.
just listen to me, bitch.
And at the
I
end-
have learned to say, I just need a bitch. I don't need you to say
Yeah.
anything. I just need a bitch.
Yeah.
And he'll go, okay. Or I will sit there and go through a whole spiel of stuff, and he'll kind of look at me and go, I'm sorry, I just needed to bitch. And he's like, no, you're good.
That's
you're
hun-
right.
and that's-
I'm
and
like,
that's
I
100%
just
no,
needed
yeah.
to bitch. But that's the thing. Don't always listen to respond.
Yeah.
Like, listen to understand.
Yeah. It's like, man, that sucks. Like, it's from Parks and Recs, and he goes, man, that sucks. And then she goes, right? Like, yeah, it's like, I'm sorry you're going through that. Like, dude, I mean, but don't say, man, that sucks just because for the sake of saying, but like, you exactly what you're saying. Truly understand what your partner is saying, you know?
And if you don't understand, go, okay, so what I'm getting is.
Yeah.
And if they go, like, I am the first person to be like, oh, I'm saying this wrong, and this isn't how I actually feel, but this is the only way it's coming out. And you'll be
Yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly.
okay, don't get
Sometimes-
frustrated.
Sometimes
Take
we're
it
not
out.
looking for the solution right now. You know what I mean? That time will come. But speaking of time, This was fun, Katrina.
Holy shit, we're already done.
Dude, this has been over an hour already. Didn't feel like it, right?
No.
And I knew coming in because I didn't do any prep work. As far as like I don't like to. As far as like I just wanted to flow. And I knew there was going to be things I was going to touch on. And I know it was a little bumpy at first, and we're trying to grab what was going on. But then we started, getting some traction there. So I think it went amazing, and it's only going to go get better from here. But you were amazing. I want to thank you so
thank
much for
you.
being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
You are welcome here anytime. I don't say that a lot, because actually I don't have a lot of guests on, but I do want to say if you ever wanted to spew some shit or bring your husband in too, and y'all just want to come talk, I'm always down for that, and the door's always open.
I think that would be a blast.
Yeah, I think it would too. Just seeing your post online sometimes, I'm just like, yeah, that dude is fucking down.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, thank you again, and I hope that people definitely will take something from this, especially the guys. I know it sounds. I think what frustrates me is that it sounds very common sense, and it's like, oh, people know this, but a lot of times people don't. So it's good to have the female perspective come on here and
Get
say
off
this.
the rom-com bullshit. Be yourself. And just remember, nice guys don't always finish last.
That's some solid advice to end on. Katrina, thank you so much for being on the Tank Rodriguez Show.
It was my pleasure, Tank.
I'll
Thank
see
you for having me.
We'll see you soon.